Hello, everybody, and welcome back to, well, that sucks. We begin with number 19. All my family trips, photos, and videos gone. I've somehow managed to never do that before. How did you snap the thing? They're so small, too. Like, maybe I could understand, you get a little more leverage on one of the big ones. That's a micro SD. By the way, 1 terabyte. I didn't even know they make 1 terabyte micro SDs, bro. Technology is crazy. Can I put a 1 terabyte micro SD in like my camera? Or is that just like a different classification of the SDHC, XC, whatever, and micro SDs are 3 times thinner? Still, I don't know how you snap it. You just don't have a lot of leverage to be able to do that. Like, if you did that yourself, it's actually kind of impressive, but they're larger than that. You have a 2 terabyte in your phone? Dude, if I can get a 2 terabyte, it's probably like $10, I bet, if I looked it up on Amazon. It's just been so long since I bought one. I haven't even bothered. But it wouldn't be compatible in my dash cam for whatever reason, because of the whatever, I don't know. Anyway, my family says I have sugar blood. Oh, bro. This is me, dude. Also, feet for free. This isn't even the freaking half of it. When I went to Hawaii, also, this person might, looking at my feet right now, they might be whiter than me. And that's impressive. I guess it is lay Reddit, right? I mean, what else do we expect? But, dude, when I went to Hawaii as a wee lad between 7th and 8th grade, I got there, day one, this is child's play compared to what my legs looked like. I counted like 25 bug bites on each leg in the first day. Sorry, if you're not understanding, sugar blood, because he's getting bit by mosquitoes, and so his family is like, oh, they must love the blood sugar or something like that, and that's why they're going for you. Yeah, anyway, I don't know what it is, dude. I get killed. Someone drove their car into my local Baskin Robbins, and it completely collapsed. Jeez. I hope everybody was okay, because that seems like a little bit more than a well, that sucks moment. Hopefully everybody's good who was in the store, and nobody is no longer alive or seriously injured or something like that, because, yeah. That's, I'm assuming medical emergency or brake failure, right? No one would just, crash into the side of a building without a rational explanation, right? Because it's a gigantic building with a purple awning. Ah, yes, the mosquito spa package I booked. Wait, is it the same guy? Nope, different user posting the mosquito. Bro, you're in your tent camping? Oh my god. This might be the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't understand how this isn't the top post of all time. What is that? Where is this? Oh my god, you can hear it.
Я что?
I'm like, wait, what are they? What is this a tent with a partition in it? And then like somebody left how are they in this independent non-mosquitoed area, but everything else has been mosquitoed? What would happen if you went in there? Would you die? Would you entirely turn into a mosquito bite and like, would you die? What do you mean if you're allergic? Are there people who don't get a red bump when a mosquito bites them? I don't. Oh my God. No, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. That's crazy. This person, see what happened here is in that location, in that situation, if they needed to get out, they would push this guy into the tent and then everybody else would run. This would send me into psychosis. Huh? What is happening? What is going on? What is this back to back here, man? What do we do? Jesus Christ. Tell me this isn't mosquitoes, right? Is this termites? Bro, is this termites? Oh my. At least termites don't destroy you. They just destroy your home. But you can tent your home and then the amount of termite that you Oh my God. I don't know what's happened between this. Could this be worse? I don't know what's worse because I don't know if the mosquitoes would just go away in the prior scenario. And if the mosquitoes wouldn't just go away, then you'd have to deal with them at some point. Whereas this, at least you're not getting bitten and you can get pest control and tent the house. But, oh my God, man. What the frick? Hey, so we're going to jump over that one then. Okay, guess I'm done then. Is a car about to crash? Please tell me a car is not going to just crash into this guy while he's mowing his lawn. I feel like that's not supposed to happen. Did he have an explosive buried in his yard? Or did his lawnmower actually just explode? This is a crazy month on this subreddit. This might be the most ridiculous set of. How are we going to top this? How are these three not the top things? What? How did the lawn? That feels like a lawsuit waiting to happen, and like no one would believe you. You're like, oh, like, how did you get hurt? Well, you see, I was mowing the lawn, and the lawnmower exploded, and people would be like, okay, you don't have to be like hyperbolic about the whole thing. Like, what do you mean like, did you just trip and you fell on your lawnmower? Like, no, my lawnmower exploded. It genuinely exploded and went airborne while I was pushing it. And they'd be like, sure it did, Jim. Sure it did. Hamster escaped her 1,000 square inch enclosure, ate my carpet, and then escaped out the front door. This is pretty par for the course for rodents. Well, I wouldn't have expected a hamster to do this much damage. This looks like something a rat would do. And the rat wouldn't just do it once. The rat would keep coming back every night until the carpet was completely gone. But, like the hamster just came, pooped, and left. Probably some poo in there somewhere. There would never not be. Rodents, it's like rabbits, just like a conveyor belt. Just like the carpet goes in one end and then the poo comes out the other. Don't know why they're eating the carpet, but maybe trying to make a nest. Drove 2.5 hours to show my partner my childhood chip shop. The crab pot will be closed from 15th of June to Saturday, 21st of June, due to the passing of my dad. It's kind of a double, well, that sucks moment. It's that I guess you drove a long way. And also, the bigger, well, that sucks is their dad died. Hopefully from old age. Like, they were 95 years old and super healthy. And then in like 2 days, it was just sudden illness done. And that would be the best you could ever do it. Kind of like my grandma. It's like super chilling until I think she was 90. Was she 94? And then it was like over the course of a week, that was that. And it was again, if I was going to go out, that's how I'd want to do it. There must be many restaurants called the Crab Pot, because I've also been to a place called the Crab Pot, but I don't think it was this one. It was in Seattle. And I learned that I don't like that kind of meal where it's just, maybe that restaurant could have been totally different, but at this place, they just put out a big old tablecloth and they dump out the crab legs and the corn on the cob and the lobster, whatever else, and then you have to like take out the crab claw thing. They give you the tools, like the little nutcracker pincer things, just a pile on the table. It's not my thing, man. People are like, this is the greatest thing of all time. It's just not my thing. It's like, it's overwhelming and it's like too messy. And the amount that I actually get to extract in the way of food versus like the trash it feels bad. Because I'm like, I've worked so hard at this big, gigantic thing, and I got like one bite out of it. Yeah. Anyway, took a bite of a turnover as I walked out the door, and it tasted over-seasoned. I'm surprised it didn't taste more weird. Tasted like it had too much nutmeg or cinnamon. Probably gonna trip. Uh-oh. Explained to my housemates what happened. He said, oh, those things are moldy. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, God. Bro, why have you not thrown that? That's crazy. God. I probably would have just immediately gone to the ER with this next to me and like, am I gonna die, guys? I think I'm gonna throw up. They would have been like, oh, you're gonna be fine, but that is pretty gross. Probably don't eat the rest of it. $120,000 worth of touchscreen fryers destroyed in less than a week. Long story short, they essentially ran the oil filter pump without the filter paper and clogged everything from the pan to the pump and in between. I don't really know how the fryers work and stuff, but today I've learned that these things cost $20,000 each. Wow. Also, boy, that looks like a drain that probably gets clogged with oil on the floor. I don't know enough. I'm not a mechanic for fry machines, but those are expensive, man. Dang. $20,000 a pop. Holy frick. That's expensive, bro. That's real. And are they like daisy chained together? It looks like they share some kind of thing in between the sets of them. Anyway, dude, maybe it's just like cars. You run cars without the proper oilage going on. Same with really anything that has an engine in it. If you go without the proper oil, it's very bad. I guess the same is true for the thing that uses oil in order to fry things. Put plastic mat under computer desk to protect floor in apartment. I'm trying to figure out, like... Oh, the mat's not there anymore. I'm looking, I'm like, okay, I'm having a hard time inspecting the damage underneath the floor mat. Oh, the floor mat's not there anymore. That's the wood. Yeah, so you see, you bought the mat for carpet. That's got the grippers on it. You needed to buy the mat for wood, which does not have the grippers on it. So, yeah, it's not entirely the fault of the mat. I'm not entirely sure how you would put down the mat that has all the freaking spikes on the bottom. A, you wouldn't look at it and be like, this feels like it might create some pressure points as the wheels roll over these spikes on my floor. And then B, you wouldn't have put the mat down, started rolling over it, been like, as you're rolling and gone, this doesn't seem right. I feel like this should be smoother. Every time he rolls his chair. Anyway, that's user error there, unfortunately. Wife said my feet barely look. Okay, what is it with feet in this? We've got the. Where is it? We got the feet here. We got the feet here. We've got the feet here. This is ridiculous, man. My feet look barely human. What are we doing? Bro, this is some hobbits' feet. Oh god. Why are they so spread apart? They're like, dude's got some serious toe separation. That's wild. Dude must be stable though. He's got some surface area. Like, if he got pushed, he would not need to brace at all. The feet would just cover it. Dang. That's yeah. But why would he post this? He's trying to start that wiki feet, you know? One of our sealed water bottles has a set of metal tongs in it. Seasoning, you know, adds a little bit of alkalinity, some minerals into the mix. Why does it have tongs in it? I mean, that'd be a good photo to show to the people. Also, how does somebody deliver that? I guess they're probably not paying attention. It's just like they carry the water to the door and that's it. But taking a photo, like, no, it's the cap's sealed. I have not undone the cap. There are tongs in the... Where are the tongs even existing in the water factory? Like, where did the tongs get into proximity of where this is bottled? Of what use would tongs be in the production process to where this could even happen? Like, I don't know. Husband didn't like his birthday pie. Okay, I want to vent for a second here, okay? A picture of a pie that could have happened under any context, but merely got accompanied by a caption of "my husband didn't like it," surpassed mosquito death for, well, that sucks. How has this happened? I would like an explanation. This is the apocalypse has just happened to somebody here. This is a pie that may or may not be true to the caption. The pie looks fine. I think this is the way it is because presumably it's like, look, it was a perfectly fine pie. My husband didn't like it. And it's like, oh, well, that sucks. Maybe read the comments. I've been fooled before on that. I'm too scared. But I'm sure a lot of love and energy and effort was put into it. But it just doesn't suck more than mosquito apocalypse. It just doesn't. People have told me I have to read it. My husband isn't a big fan of sweets, but blueberry is his favorite fruit. And he found out recently he really likes meringue. I asked him what kind of dessert he wanted for his birthday, since he doesn't care much for cake. He said blueberry meringue pie, so that's what I made. Spent 3 hours on this pie last night for him to take 2 bites and say he doesn't like it. I don't like blueberries, so I ended up binning the pie. Roughly $25 of ingredients, 3 hours of my life. I'll never get back. Yep, still doesn't suck as much as mosquito apocalypse. Like, nope. So in other news, client's master bedroom would have looked nice. Is this like on the floor plan where it goes open to floor below or something? Usually they do that where you get a full 2-story experience and the windows are double high. Like, actually, it'd be really, like, you know, it'd be cool to live in a condo that has the 2-story double high living room with the open to above, and then it's got, you know, the second floor balcony that overlooks it, and then it has a sick view. Like that's kind of goals. This, on the other hand, not it. I'm not sure what they were going for. It's probably built by the same people who did the deck at my house, which is to say, not smart people. So, yep. My daughter decided to cool off her hot pot of pasta on our deck. That is unfortunate, but at least your deck is probably in better condition than my deck, which is in very bad condition. Well, especially now because it's demolished. But yeah, my deck is very bad. So as long as your deck is not letting a huge amount of water into the crawl space underneath, I'd take that. I would take a burned ring on my deck if it was fine and I didn't have to spend the amount of money that I'm spending to fix it. So yeah. But also that just doesn't seem like great material. So anywho, I came out of my hotel to this. Oh. Yeah, that's a bummer. Wow. And they just sat the thing on the rotors. You're not even on cinder blocks. They didn't even have the respect to mount it. They just left it on the rotors. And then whatever that thing is in there. That does suck. You would think at a hotel, like this is an expensive Mercedes, by the way, and there's a Panamera over there. So you assume this is probably a hotel kind of on the nicer side of things. And apparently the criminals knew that too. So, rip. I mean, hopefully you might, well, no, they probably have on the slip for the hotel, they're like, we're not actually responsible or liable for any damages that your vehicle may incur while it is parked in our parking lot, which I don't know how well that stuff actually holds up in court versus, well, you guys should have security cameras and be monitoring it or something like that. But $400 at least? No. Set of wheels, probably. I bet the wheels are $1,000 a piece. The tires, big tires on those things, also could be like $300 a pop. So I'd say you're probably looking at ballpark maybe $5,000 to $6,000 on something like that. Plus, the rotor's probably fricked from getting sat on like that. So that's another big expense if you have to do the rotors. So yeah. It's not just a tire, it's the wheels. Those are not the wheels right there. It's not a clown car. But anyway, are you getting tires for the 400? Like a Cup 2, you can usually, I mean, maybe the prices have gone up since I last bought a set. Usually we were able to get a set of Cup 2s for like $450 a piece, and these would generally not be as expensive as that. But anyway, that does suck. Thanks for watching, everybody. What a wild ride this month was. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.